Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? 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 Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I? Yes, you can. Stick 'em, I stick 'em. Stick 'em, I stick 'em. Stick 'em, I stick 'em. Stick 'em, I brrr.
My bad. I thought they was like shit having on their foot. Happy Juneteenth episode. Wait, did we already do that? Never mind.
It's still the weekend, though, according to Chaz.
According to my jersey.
But just to get things going, if Michael Jackson had a denim store,
Lord.
what would he call it?
Billy Jeans.
And we're back.
I was gonna say it don't matter if they black or white. Come get your denim. It doesn't matter if they're black or white.
That's a good slogan, Cam.
Good tagline.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. My mic was way over here. Yeah, we back. This is episode 95. Like the Air Max or Dope Boy Runners used to have on. You know what I'm saying? We excited to be here. We filming on the off day, but the people still came and showed up, man. So shout out to the people. I'm excited to be here, man. We had an amazing Juneteenth event at the Boys and Girl Club that we'll hit on a little bit. But just happy to be here. So this is episode 95. Like I say, I am Dr. Greg Grovey. Y'all follow me on the gram at Dr.Greg.Grovey.
Yeah. See, I was not expecting that.
I mean,
And I'm KJ. Follow me on all socials at CoolAssK. And that's cool with a K.
damn, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I can't do that one.
I think we need to
I don't even know, Cam. I don't know where.
So, like we do every week, we start with on foot. Y'all get these shoes on up here. Then nobody move.
Why they do that? What you got on foot today, man?
If they doing it, ain't nobody do it. So ain't nobody move. Oh, they already up there. I can't see. So I was just like, they were like, nah, not today. Yeah. So this is day 358. I know. My 365 Air Force.
It's right there, boy.
It's there. So since the finish line is right there, I got a series that I need to finish up. In order to do that, Keenan hyped me up to hit y'all with a 2-a-day today. So the first shoe is
Hey, let me see.
yeah, it's the graffiti Damier Louis Vuitton Air Force One. This dropped in 2022. Was part of the Louis Vuitton Virgil collection. They only did 2 mids, and this is probably out of all the ones that they released to the public, this is the hardest one to find by far, without a doubt. This is the unicorn of the collection. So, and then
I think also the most expensive, right? At some point, it was.
it probably still is, depending on the size. Like, it's super hard to find, and it's hard to find because when they came out, if you were able to get it from a Louis store, they asked you what colorways did you want, and nobody picked this one, so it really don't exist. They didn't make that many of them. So I was super excited to get this one. And then the switch up is the other mid that they did. So this is the triple white Louis Vuitton Air Force One mid. So they did 2 mids, and that one and this one. So this is the switch up for today. That is what's on foot, on features.
So, Cam, question. For the first one, what was like was it the chase or like getting it? Like, what was the...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I hated the chase on this one. It was actually obtaining this one.
I was hearing about it. Like.
Yeah, because for a long time, this was the only one I was missing. And I could not find it forever, man. End up thinking I had a pair on eBay, bought it, it was fake. The dude didn't want to give my money back. I was like, no, sir. I called eBay, they was like, just send it back, shoot us the tracking. Did that, got my money back, and end up finding this maybe like a year later. So this was the last one I got, and this was my first time wearing it. So I I don't know, probably like 2 something. Yeah. I don't know. But that's what I got today. What you got?
First and foremost, bro, I would like for all of us in the room to give Greg a round of applause. And let me tell y'all why. And this is the fact that I just got from Brother Marcus, that the Air Force One mid was debuted in 1995.
Oh.
And so Greg finally today was able to participate with this trend that we've been having going on since episode 85, right?
Yep.
And so 1995, he got his 1995 shoe.
Yep. I would like to say that I knew that, but I didn't know until Brother Marcus told me as well. So I must be honest. But it just worked out that way.
Highs and lows.
It was just highs and lows. The first one was a high. Lows came around. Lows came when?
It had to be the same year, probably.
82.
Yeah.
Lows in 82. Highs was first.
Yeah.
For basketball purpose. And then also in 95, the high with the Velcro, with the strap. With what's that? The vinyl strap?
Yeah.
That came out in 95 as well.
So what was it back when it came out? Leather?
Yeah, always leather.
Yeah, leather.
They actually did the first canvas in 95 too. First canvas.
That first canvas, low joint. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I don't know nothing about Air Force. That was amazing.
I thought I knew a lot. I didn't know that. So, each one teach one.
Can you pass me those?
Huh?
Can you pass me those?
Following Greg, which is a hard follow.
No, for real. Give me mine back.
I just went with the circumcised version of the 10. The no toe cap, man. I'm not a fan of the uncircumcised version of the 10 with the toe cap. So, snip, cut mine off.
So you ain't gonna get it.
Give me the smooth tip pause. Nah, I'm gonna get that joint.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get it because it's amazing. Like, the quality is amazing. It looks really good. I know I told you I didn't really like it, but it's growing on me. Pause. Only thing I like to grow on me is shoes and myself.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I went with the 10s. Steel 10s from it's not 05. Damn, y'all got me this
It
time.
is 05.
Nah, well, this ain't the 05.
Oh, that ain't the 05.
Yeah, it's 2015 actually. 10-year anniversary 2015. Be looking out on retros with KJ on the Steel 10 coming one day. Next up, my boy International Chaz hit us with this Air Max 95 because he a dope runner. Shout out to Gucci. I thought I would have seen way more Air Max 95s and I didn't. And Chaz was the only one. And that's kind of my goal. Every week try to do something different than what everybody else got going on.
Yeah.
And I succeeded. But Chaz also did too.
International Chaz, where you just was over there in London.
Where you just was.
Yeah, where he just was.
Okay.
He was just there.
Yeah.
Yep, just was.
Next up.
What do they call 95s over there? I give you $5 if you know.
Oh, I know.
Not training.
No, heck no. They got their own
It's
name.
specifically the 95.
What's it called?
110s.
Yeah.
When they first came out, that's how much they cost over there. So they just stuck with it. Like even now, Nike was actually finna drop a 95 that said 110 on the side, but they ended up pulling it. Yeah, they scrapped it.
And we can everybody with the dollar today.
Yeah.
We that's what we're here for.
Hey, hold on.
Next up, my man Gio. Y'all know he not gonna participate correctly. In a way. Up, undead start? Okay. Gio hits with an undead start.
Take that deal.
And Gio said he had these on because Zion was born in 1995. Y'all can fact check that yourself. But if you paying close attention, Gio's daughter representing again. This is her second time. This is her second time representing, and it's a surprise inside of Gio's shoe, which is a Jordan 10, originally released in 1995. My daughter had these too. You remember these?
Yeah.
And that's Gio, y'all. He kind of participated this time, if that's true. Can we get a fact check on when Zion was born? 2000? Okay, 5 years. That's all right. The lady who did those shoes was actually born in 1995. Next up, who is this? The Bo, my boy. The Zoom Flight 95. Worn by Jason Kidd. Really, really good shoe. This is the... What year is this, Dallas? 22. Is it an undead saga today?
Yeah.
And my boy's on a roll, a streak. How many days is that? Okay, nobody don't know. But he on the roll. He on the streak, man. Pause. If I got to. That's Dallas. He dropped the shoe.
Ain't dropping the shoe. That's what I say.
Next up, and I'm gonna do this. Twice. We got the 96. We got the 95 version of the Concords, and we got the 20. What year is this? 2018. And yeah, so a lot of y'all gonna say this shoe was dropped in 1996, but actually, if memory serves me correct, it dropped in November of 1995 and not 96. So Colo and then right on point. But y'all probably will see these again next year because me and Cam, we just don't care. And so with the 1996, with 96 episode, me and Cam, and I'm pretty sure some other people in this room believe that 1996 was the best year for original drops.
Yeah.
And so we'll have that conversation next week. So if you see these again, mind your business. They did drop in 95. A lot of y'all didn't even know that. So keep not knowing next week. Colo. Damn. Next up, my boy Marcus, man. What is this, Marcus?
That's the Air Force One Doraemon. Y'all know the
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the character, Doraemon.
These hard, bro.
That's what like came up to mind.
Who's Doraemon?
It's a Japanese animated
This
character.
2024 too.
I'm American.
Yeah, they came out this year.
I'm American. It's crazy. Marcus hit us with the Houston Oilers Air Force One since we American.
Oilers.
I'm really surprised Marcus ain't participate this week, man.
So, I don't have any 10s because I told my meniscus in a pair of 10s.
Okay.
So I never wear another pair of 10s. And all my 95s, my Air Zooms, they boxed up because I'm moving.
Cause he moving right now, y'all. So excuse Marcus. Charge it to his head and not his heart. Or charge it to the move and not his heart. He'll be back
on
next
brand.
week. Episode 96, and he'll be participating. Then I think my camera is closer than normal, right? Cause like the top of my head like cut off. You didn't know that. That's you. No, I'm gonna keep going. Y'all can't see the top of my head. That's why I ain't got a haircut anyway. So this workout just fine. Make sure my eyes at least in it. Next up, another pair of Zoom Flight 95s. The USA colorway. Who is this?
That's me.
Oh, Killer Camp. I ain't even mean no disrespect by that,
No,
my
that's
boy,
all
because
right,
I already
man.
know how you coming.
That's the 2008.
Yeah, that's
hey.
crazy. Yeah, let me hold that up. I'm gonna do the whole
2008
thing with
Flight
this.
95.
Oh, you can't even. Oh, there we go. 2008.
Yeah, dropped in 95, but they played in the the Dream Team 1996.
1996 Olympics.
That came right on time.
All right. Killer Cam.
First carbon fiber. Shout out to my boy Dallas. Yes, sir.
And last but certainly not least, if y'all didn't know, the Samba originally released in 1995. Nah, I'm playing, dude. Don't shake her head. Don't shake her head. Shit.
No, go ahead.
Raven just hit us with the messy Sambas, you know what I'm saying?
What number is Messi?
Messi is what number? I don't watch
10.
soccer. He number 10.
Yeah, y'all with the 10, Jordan 10, Messi number 10. I'm on track.
It's a strong
There we go.
reach.
Yeah, it's
One
Really,
shot.
really strong reach, but we'll take it. The delegation says what? Take a vote.
And she get a
Messi
big
number
pass.
10,
Am I not?
10 dropped to 95.
We'll allow it.
Dan
Thank
said
you.
yeah. Dallas said yeah.
I'll give you credit for that.
Thank you.
Chad said yeah. Everybody else is quiet.
That's
Anybody want to object?
a Space
Any
Jam
objections?
reach.
I object. It's a real long reach.
Oh my
That's the Michael Jordan Space Jam reach when he
But
done.
he made that dunk.
Yeah, he did. You made it. You're right. I'll give it to you.
Hey, that's that go-go gadget on.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, we got Lil D here. Lil D's on. What you got on?
Why you don't give us your shoe, bro? Come on.
Lil Dejon.
He not participating, but that's all right. He got on some heat. Let me get it.
He was born
I
in
take that
95.
back. He does not. I take that back. He does not have on heat.
2000
I thought it was a suede, but in fact it's leather. And that's okay, cause
That's all right, Dejan. I like it, bro.
he just graduated high school last year, and this is acceptable because He of a new breed, you know what I'm saying? He a YN, y'all.
It's real.
Yeah, he wasn't born in '95.
His Nike ski is in his pocket, so I'm not gonna. I love this shoe. You know, he participated. Keep your Nike ski in your pocket, my boy, with no problems. It's in the car, right? Keep it in the car. And it's his first time being here too, right? Yeah, welcome in, my boy.
You love the shoe, but what?
Nothing, bro. Come on, give me a shoe.
Yeah, he'll think if he's gonna give you the answer, it's gonna be something with it. A fight was coming with it.
So, a little bit of, I wouldn't say breaking news, a little breaking news earlier today.
Yeah, it was.
We've been anticipating where Kevin Durant would end up. A lot of people was hoping he'll come back to
San
Texas.
Antonio.
Yep, Carlos throwing up the H. We were hoping San Antonio. However, he's a few hours away in Houston, Texas. So Kevin Durant got traded to the Rockets for a bunch of stuff. I thought it was a joke when I read.
The trade was wild, bro. It didn't make any business sense to me. It seemed like a terrible decision.
It would get declined on a video game if you tried to do that trade.
So any basketball people out there want to talk about this? I don't really know basketball, but I know giving up this person, and 5 draft picks. I was like, damn.
Second round picks too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
And I know
second
Dylan Brooks.
rounds.
He did his thing like this year for the Rockets. So I don't know.
Is that like years worth of second round picks?
You
right?
can have multiple. Like the Spurs have 2 first-round picks this year, so you could have multiple round picks.
So they might got 3 second round picks next
Potentially.
year. It's a possibility. Oh, they got 1. So there's gonna be a.
Well, you said so. A lot of them picks was already.
So it's 27, 28, 29, 30, and 32.
Oh, so Color said the Rockets had Phoenix's picks already, so
They
they
gave
traded
them
them back. Okay.
Yeah, the Suns picks in 27 and 29 keep them from that. And apparently, whoa, Chaz just showed me a picture of him and KD live earlier today with the kick in the hoodie. With
You
the,
said today?
no,
Wasn't
I was just
today.
kidding, but
Send at the den.
Tag
Yeah.
us in your photo.
No,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
we'll put it on
Color, as a Rockets fan, how you feel about that?
on the mic.
Let's hear what you're saying, bro. Like just.
I like the move because we got rid of Jalen Green. Like, we thought he was going to be our superstar, but he hasn't proven nothing in the last 3 to 4 years. And to give him that, like, max contract, we was going to have to pay him $200 million something anyway.
So they saved money, right?
Basically.
Yep.
And then KD's he's only going to be with us for about 2 years anyway, so we're going to have a lot of room to work with after that.
But is it a possibility for Rockets to win anything with KD? Is
That's
KD at
tough.
his end?
Nah, KD's still in his prime, like, and the way the Rockets structured, like, we have a chance, but that's a far stretch to say we're gonna win the championship. But we in the mix.
Y'all got a good
I'm about to say we in the mix. We in the mix.
Y'all got a veteran guard in Van Fleet. You mean you got
Ton of young
boy,
talent.
the
Yeah,
young
like-
Thompson boy. You got that center. They got a good big. It's really gonna be getting some pieces to come off the bench.
Yeah.
Cause that's what you gave up. You gave up some good role players off the bench. So
But-
you're gonna need.
But to be honest, we didn't give up really our role players. We gave up Dylan Brooks, like that was a defensive. But we kept,
That's my point. Defense
but we
wins
kept all,
championships.
but we kept all of our young pieces. We still got like Tyreek Eason, Cam Whitmore, like Reed Shepard. We like them pieces that couldn't play before because it was too much like clogged up time. Like that kind of like spaced that out. So we still got like enough young talent to.
So basically, it's one of those, let's lock in, get in the playoffs, and see what happens.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think the Rockets won big time.
Yeah, they did.
Suns took a big one.
And you say KD still in his prime.
Just a little bit past. He's still a baller. He still averages like
No,
he's a little bit past his prime though.
He's 36 years old. He'll
But
be
he was still
37 in
averaging like
September.
20 something points. Like
How would he do on the Redeem team or the Kicking It basketball team? You do pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
Might start.
I think he'll start. You gotta take Nick's spot.
So you think y'all can beat the Mavericks if we fully healthy and Kyrie come back?
we always beating the Mavericks.
It's a win.
See, so now I'm talking about. I feel just like how football fans feel when we talk about the Cowboys. Y'all ain't won us since the '90s, man.
You're right. That's why it's always hope. I know what you're
Because Jordan was gone. Yeah. You know, let Hakeem get it off one time.
Nah, but I do like y'all team. I do like y'all team too. Y'all gotta.
If we can get Kyrie back.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely have a better team than us on paper when y'all have a full roster. But
We'll see what happens with that. I just know we need KD to the shop soon, so hopefully that happens.
And on the show, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Slim Real.
It makes sense. I heard he don't at all.
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah,
I heard he rarely
see him,
comes to Austin.
He beat with one of my partners because he did a basketball camp and didn't take no pictures with the kids.
Ah, man.
What? A basketball camp with no pictures is crazy.
That's like.
I mean, he wasn't even
Jordan,
there.
If you miss a shot, all these kids get free shoes.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't missed not a shot. Hey, Jordan was not trying to hit that with Chris Paul, bro. That boy made every shot.
Yeah.
Chris Paul had the kids. That don't matter, bro.
Nah, none of that mattered at all. Yeah. Nah, for real. That's funny. Shout out to Jordan. Though he recently opened his, I think they said fourth clinic, free clinic.
Yep.
That's the side of Jordan y'all don't hear about.
I was gonna say,
They just
nobody
give you
say
this
that,
false
though.
information about Jordan owning fake prisons when this is
Completely different person.
a completely different person, man.
Completely free clinic, so they offer free services to anybody who can't afford it.
Where is it?
Whoa.
He got
In Carolina, Charlotte.
He got one in Charlotte, one in his hometown of whatever starts with a W. I had it in my head before I started talking. But he's there, and he got one in Chicago, and he got one, another one in Carolina, I believe so.
Wilmington?
Yeah, Wilmington.
I would have thought that he'll put those in the West Lakes and, you know what I'm saying? But
They don't need nothing
Why
free.
would he do that?
exactly. But I mean, we talking about Jordan.
So Jordan,
Nah,
What you mean? Are we talking
And
about Jordan?
location.
What? Come on, bro.
Bro, Jordan, you think Jordan catered to...
Yes, clearly. That's the conversation that we having. Yes.
That's why I'm surprised is what I'm saying.
But why are you surprised though? He
Jordan
been
don't-
giving back and and doing for the community. People just don't talk about it.
Well, that's why I don't know about it.
You know who we don't know about?
activist, so she made sure he gave.
You know who we don't know about? We don't do nothing for that community that we know of?
Third good.
Penny.
But
How many Clinton's Penny got?
I don't know, bro.
How
but
many
I know
scholarships he
Penny he went back to his college to coach to make people do better. So
They gotta pay him a lot of
He
money.
ain't doing it for free.
well, Jordan can do it for free. Jordan. He owe free.
He what?
He owe something for free.
No, he don't owe nobody nothing.
Man, what? We
That's
didn't
true.
everybody
He
in
paying
here
for
got
free,
on Jordan
healthcare.
He owe us something free.
Yeah,
Look, man, he gonna tell you what Penny
So Penny
owe
owe you something free too then, as much
No,
as you done spent on
everybody
Penny.
ain't got no pennies.
No, I said you, not everybody. You.
I
Penny
work
owe
Jordan
you
more
something
than
free.
pennies.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, Penny does host elite camps on the campus of the University of Memphis.
How
Do
much
he
they
take
cost?
pictures?
I don't know, but it is designed for college-bound players, so I imagine it's
And
probably.
I promise it costs.
I imagine it's for the higher end.
It ain't a
basketball
free
players.
clinic. It ain't a free
It
camp.
doesn't say free or cost. It's at Memphis.
I know it costs.
Okay.
Yeah, the word elite
Okay.
lets you know it. Yeah.
Yeah, but soon enough, elite. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
So shout out to Michael Jordan because he don't have to do that. He don't know anybody nothing. I think he was inspired. You remember when the Get Money Boys said,
Shout out to the Get Money Boys. He's a concourse.
"You gotta put the Jordans at your house and let us come to his house and get them."
Exactly. Not gonna lie, that was funny. That was funny.
We gotta find the Get Money Boys. I think somebody just bought it recently. Yeah, maybe like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like to see Michael Jordan's shoe collection.
Man.
Where does he keep it?
Man. You gotta have a house.
Right.
On a jet, every time you get a new
That's like
shoe, you get a new jet.
the day somebody will be able to go shoot Michael Jordan or have an interview with Michael Jordan and talk about shoes. That'll
Come on, man.
break the
You
internet.
giving the game up, baby.
Hey, I promise you, somebody's tried. A million people tried this and they ain't never had.
Maybe not the right person.
Not
Now
Dan.
they thought about it.
Dan, get on
I'm
it.
just waiting on the Kicking It
Oh.
Social Hour podcast.
Right. I was gonna say, cut that, Dan. We can't give out these $1 million ideas. Keenan giving out $1 million
Man,
gems.
that
man.
day that happened, it's gonna break the internet. That'll be the most viewed video on the internet.
But what if
I
it's
think.
like really disappointing? It's like full of FBI, team FBI.
Golf shoes.
Nah.
We still gonna be impressed.
Bro, but I was finna say, but you think about what we see Jordan wearing, bro. He don't.
It's nothing impressive right here.
It ain't never.
But he probably got some like custom one of ones.
Well,
that, like,
it's
never
it's
seen
very
the
it's
light.
very rare that he wears PE, but he does. every now and again wear PEs, but lately, like it's just like.
But he gotta have some stuff like they sent to him. He never wore it. Like it's still in the box.
Yeah.
You know, samples.
Yeah.
I want to know though, do we got everything from '85 up to this point?
I doubt it.
No, because we know some of it got auctioned, remember?
Well, that's game one and stuff. I mean, game one or Georgia get auctioned all the
I wonder how
time,
much
but
he lost in the divorce as well.
shoes.
Man.
His wife don't want no shoes. Ex-wife
Hey,
ain't want no
my man,
shoes.
Bostic wife took about 11 racks of shoes.
What?
Yeah, look it up. He talked about it when he did the joint with Kill. He did the
No way.
Yeah, his wife took a bunch of his joints in the divorce.
Oh nah. Lock me up. You don't wear my size. You're not taking my shoes.
Yeah,
It's the value
memorabilia
though.
and
She
everything.
know what the value of them shoes
Man,
is.
she gave them joints away or still got them.
Yep.
She don't know how to sell shoes.
Yeah, I don't know how Jordan's collection would be, but like Raven said, I have seen Reggie Miller been getting his PEs off.
Boy.
This dude had
With
me.
that 13.
Yeah, that 13. Say he fully committed to the front tuck jersey though.
Bro, and with that P, I think that PE was like a 1998 PE
The 13.
that he wearing.
It said killer or something?
Yeah, and that 19 was a 04.
Did those get released?
But like, why his not? Why his shoes so strong? Like, why his shoes still holding on tough?
He probably ain't. I think it might be like one of them things. You know, we didn't all wore old shoes, and they good for the first few hours. But then once you get them for a while, I'm sure by the time he get home,
Like my
them
Chicago
falling
trip,
apart.
right?
Yeah.
His shoes falling apart.
By the time you get home, they
These are
falling
original
apart.
PEs. And that's what's crazy about it. Like that 13 had to be a
And
1998.
they probably just been sitting there. For
If it wasn't 90, was Reggie Miller playing in 04?
When the what? Yeah, he was.
Well, it's a possibility it might be, but still, it's still 20. It's over 20 years old.
Yeah, 87 and 05.
Right.
Because he was there for the fight.
Right, I was gonna say Malice in the Palace.
Oh,
he was there for
he
it,
was
yeah.
there for the Malice in the
He
Palace.
was probably in the locker room.
I was
though.
about to say.
I think he had
he's
just stopped
I'll
playing.
see you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he was on the floor.
I about to say, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
there.
Yeah, he was on
I
the
think he
floor.
had just stopped.
Doing what?
Just
Holding
watching.
people.
Staying out the way.
We were trying to hold around
Yeah,
our
yeah.
chest.
He wasn't doing that. Sharon Miller said she used to with Reggie.
He just did an interview on. He said that apparently he was the only player to get in a fight with Kobe and Michael Jordan, and then he was talking about the fight with Michael Jordan, and he like tried to like scratch his eye out or something. He was like, "No, I was gonna fight Michael Jordan for real." They showed it.
Gee, you know what he was doing there. He was watching his back.
All right.
Yeah,
nah,
he
for
said. He
real.
said, "I felt him come up behind me."
That's
He
funny.
wasn't wild. He wasn't
Yeah.
fighting. He trying to make sure he wasn't getting fought on.
I want to know what he gonna have on tonight. Like that's been like number one for me to see what he have on at the game.
It's the game.
But they're not at home, so he might not be there. But he might be there because it's game 7.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a champion tonight.
Nah, that's cool how you cheering his team on though. Reggie Miller ain't got a ring, right?
That's why I hope they win.
Do he work for the Pacers organization?
He don't get no
He's a
ring.
commentator.
I would love to see him be able to just be excited for his team.
Yeah.
Like he ain't gonna get one.
Do we got-
this is the closest thing he gonna get.
Do we got any game 7 predictions? Who y'all got? I got Pacers.
I got Indiana.
But I think a lot of people got Oklahoma because I think that people think Oklahoma bombed that game to go back home to win it.
Nah, I don't think he gonna risk that.
I
Oh,
agree,
but they
Ken.
did say I saw something like statistically, like the last 40 games that went to game 7, whoever won game 6 won game 7.
here.
Except
I think they
one
said like
time-
one or two teams.
Yeah, one team was the Spurs.
Yeah, let's say in the last 40 years, the only team was the Spurs who lost game 6 and they came back and won game 7.
Yeah.
It's funny you say bomb. You see the nicknames they've been giving.
Oh my God, those are
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Nah, but let us hear
They
it.
gave Siakam Thundertaker.
It's crazy.
eyes rolled like they were doing.
Yeah.
Somebody put when you praying for that to hit on sneakers or something like that.
Dan, look up the nicknames for Shy and
Who,
Halliburton.
Oklahoma, they from the West, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
OKC gonna win. Chaz got OKC. Nobody else does.
OKC too.
Dan, you got
I don't
OKC?
know. I think
You do too?
I think so too. I think the league is in process, and they started it last year over the summer of making SGA the new face of the league, whether we like it
I
or
don't
not.
see it.
I don't like it, to
I don't
be
see
honest.
it happening.
You know what?
But hold on, because I feel like if they wanted to, I don't know if they're necessarily locked in with him or he's he's the best option they feel they have, because if they wanted it to be Tatum, they could have made it Tatum last year. But they didn't make it Tatum, and then Tatum went to the Olympics, and we could talk about how that went, or we could talk about how a lot of people feel the league was involved in a lot of what went on at the Olympics behind the scenes because they just didn't want Tatum to be the guy. And that was part of the thing. If they wanted Tatum to be the guy, they could have kind of forced his minutes at the Olympics and did a lot, but they chose not to do that, and it created a narrative of Tatum.
Well, why though? Because how you want Ja or Anthony Edwards, but not Tatum? Somebody who's just got a clean name, clean slate.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, but SGA has that.
He does, and he's a family man.
Mm-hmm.
Away from Canada.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't want them to win.
No OVOs around here.
But as soon as they win, that dude gonna pop back out. I need to
That was good one. That was good one because he damn sure he ready. He need a reason. You know, Drizzy. He need a reason. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's a good observation.
But to Dallas's point, I would ask if what's the commissioner's name? It's not David Stern. Silver.
Silver.
If he was out in control of the NBA, wouldn't he have told them to wait on the KD announcement till after the Game 7? Because now every pregame show is going to talk about KD.
Right. That was going to get
bring
leaked
eyes to the
regardless.
NBA
And halftime.
Because this is a small market series.
Yeah,
man.
That's what's
I don't
something
know
Two
about
of the smallest markets, yeah.
And
Look
I
what
can
I
tell
sent you,
it's a
Dan.
small market because I haven't really tuned into it.
Facts.
Like, if nothing else, at the end of a year, even if I'm not keeping up like that, I'll watch the finals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really I'm checking in, but I'm not actively watching the finals.
Correct.
Because I'm not bought into either one of these teams for no reason.
I'm gonna seem boring, right?
Yeah.
That's how I knew it was going to Game 7. When I seen the two teams, I said, "Oh, this for sure going
it has
Game
to.
7.
Yeah, it has
Need all the
to.
money.
Sure.
That's part of the problem. Y'all not bought into these teams or really basketball.
Yeah, I admit I don't watch basketball at all.
But I'm saying, like, even people that watch basketball, the way it's been set up is like the NBA has only got you to buy into the Lakers,
The
Golden
Knicks.
State,
Mm-hmm.
the Knicks, right? As opposed to just
Big
enjoying
market
good
team.
basketball.
Right.
Because like what's happening right now with the series is great basketball.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That's like when the Spurs
Yeah.
were winning, small market teams, right? Good
Oh,
fundamental
yeah, like
basketball.
back in absolutely.
So Gio is asking about the nicknames. We've got the Halaban from the Indiana Pacers and Al Shida.
Wow.
Anyway,
We be doing too much with these names.
especially right now in this
Right.
this current climate we are in, that we won't mention for risk of demonetization.
Speaking of Halaban and Al Shida,
Whoa.
Yeah, so R. Kelly.
Every week.
Hey, before we get to R. Kelly, bro, did y'all see they release pictures of Diddy's house from the raid?
Yes.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Bro, it's one thing to hear about all the lube and baby oil he had, but to see it,
Oh, they showed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
looked
it was
this
like the
up.
pictures of the evidence and they were pulling it out
Yeah,
type stuff.
bro, he had lube called something Glide, bro.
Astroglide.
Yeah, Astro.
Got to have the actual
Bro,
God on deck.
it literally looked like, you know how you go to Sam's and it's just like boxes and boxes, and that's how it was, like shipping
Pallets,
boxes.
like
Yeah, like I
pallets,
was
yeah.
just, this is crazy. But
Bro,
yeah, like he had them in to-go bags, he had them in
Doggy
boxes,
bag here, take a
in
gift bag.
closets. Yeah, like it's
Oh my God.
crazy.
I seen it. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it looked like a whole bunch of water.
what?
Damn. What do you mean?
He had a lot of guns.
He ain't got enough for everybody.
He had a lot. What was special about the Astro Glide and baby oil in the lockbox? In the safe.
Man, he got it in a Yeti bag, dog.
Them the drug
Nah, fact.
lubes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had a lot
He
going on.
had a bunch of stripper
man.
shoes. You see that?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what was going on. Well, freak offs. That was what was
And
going
a
on.
bunch of raw cones. Shout out to Cam.
All comes?
Yeah, he had a lot of.
Cam like that might have been my type of party.
No way.
Hey, Cam would have been the one like, nah, I left early.
This can't be real.
Hey, bro, it's like
I seen Diddy them house shit,
What?
boy.
He had the 50 Shades of Grey sex room?
Hey.
I'd be surprised if he did.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, bro.
Man, come on now. Come on now.
I believe it.
Man, that's the door shoe rack.
Hey, whatever they say he did, I believe it.
Full of pauses.
Damn, he even had the little tubs with the oil.
Yeah, bro, he's a wild boy. But so Robert Kelly got denied. They he said he needed to go home because they trying to kill him, basically.
For his life.
Yeah, he fighting for his life.
I believe.
And a judge denied him. Excuse me.
He wanted to be at in-home detention, at-home detention.
Where all the crimes take
Yeah,
place, right?
house arrest, basically. yeah. Allegedly.
Takes his own medicine. You get locked. You locked in the room this time.
Lock him in Diddy's freak off house.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, so will he be trapped in the closet?
Bro, can you imagine a Diddy and R. Kelly freak off? Just imagine. Think about it.
Be like a lot of.
Oh my god.
They didn't catch that. It's alright. That's a wild scene, bro.
I'd rather not imagine that.
It be pissing in the baby oil bottles.
Look, he just react.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it on the mic.
Allegedly.
The Diddy R. Kelly freak off crazy. Hey, Diddy and R. Kelly got a song. Play it.
Yes, sir.
What's the song?
You know it.
Oh my god.
You know it. I think it got Keith Murray on it too.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah.
You know it's like a popular song.
That is like, that's what that is.
This it.
There's with Keith Murray.
With Keith Murray, that's
a different song.
A rap, yeah. He Keith Murray ended up rapping on that joint.
I think that was
Oh, they had Diddy on it too, though, right?
Yeah.
Diddy, Keith Murray, and R. Kelly.
Yeah. I want to say the remix.
Just stand you like.
Exactly.
I know you know that
Yeah,
joint,
I know the
boy.
song, yeah.
This the freakiest song ever made.
You go back and listen to all this stuff, it had different meanings.
Give
now.
it to me, man.
Yeah, give it to me. He don't understand like I do. Everything I do is just to satisfy
you. Caress your frame. What was the song with Diddy, R. Kelly, and Keith Murray then? Was it the same song? Or was it the remix? I thought you was looking.
I'm looking through these pictures that I hadn't seen.
Oh,
Out of
boy, got the freak off pictures? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do. Hands
In the air. Is this the same song but a remix? Oh, they got two freaky songs.
Yeah, Home Alone.
Home Alone is
It's like year
crazy.
2000.
Hands in the air, drinks everywhere.
Hey, what year was this?
yeah.
2000?
Going down.
05?
This was 05?
Nah, no way.
This is 97, 98.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, because this was the album. It's like 99, 2000.
Diddy was on here too, right? Or was this Keith Murray and R. Kelly?
It's R. Kelly featuring Keith Murray.
Okay, I had it wrong. I'm sorry.
Is there?
Did you say parents out of town?
It's called Home Alone, ain't it?
Hey man, I can't wait to Sam get a hold of these clips.
What that matter?
This gonna be a good clip, man.
What?
Sam, clip this,
That's what it
please.
said. Hands in the drinks every party in the crib.
I don't think it said that, bro.
Parents out of town?
I don't think they said parents out of town.
He did. He had drinks everywhere after that.
That's your song. Freaky Cam. They couldn't have said.
Parents out of town.
Oh no! That's joint said parents out of town.
Parents out of town.
Grown ass man.
Grown ass. The
Why you sneaking this girl around her own house?
Drinks everywhere, party in the hills, keeping it real. Parents out of town, ladies all around. Me and the crew doing what we do.
Oh, the clue's been at the whole time. He been telling us for years.
Doing what they do when the parents are out of
I should have
town.
known when he was dressed like a purple Ninja Turtle.
Oh man.
Hey man,
I'm starting to believe he wasn't talking about chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my god.
you don't know how to hog top.
Oh my gosh.
All right, what you got next for us, man? Let's talk about how.
Oh damn, boy, Kevin. Like it's all bad, bro.
Yeah, he been let y'all know, man. Y'all.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I was driving to San Antonio the other day.
Yeah, the R. Kelly playlist going crazy.
Crazy.
Like a mug.
Bro, if you listen to I Believe I Can Fly,
Followed by
World's Greatest,
oh man,
inspired all day long.
Inspired like
all day long, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I had the radio on because I cut on the car. Radio was on. KAZI as usual.
Shout out to y'all. They moved. Yeah. KAZI moved to ACC, right?
Mm-hmm. New building.
Yeah. How you like that? That's what's up.
But they were playing I Wish.
They got
playing I Wish.
Yeah, KAZI definitely play R. Kelly.
Run through that, yeah.
Yeah, nah. Hey, like I say, if you ever need some inspiration, bro, you listen to World's Greatest. I don't know, man.
And KAZI, man, he be supremely inspired. We don't know what you need to be inspired for, but
to be the world's greatest at whatever it is you're doing. It's super. Dan, give us a taste of that.
I knew it was coming, bro. You gotta tell Dan how to do it, bro.
What?
I just knew it was coming 5 minutes ago. We started talking about it.
Yeah, he wasn't getting ready. Huh?
I ain't pausing nothing. Done pausing shit. Yeah, resume.
Hey, it's 2 songs that motivate me to go get it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Want to be motivated. Never ever hate it. Nah, I don't got nothing. It's been a long time, Greg. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Give us one. Pause.
Not the world's greatest.
He the mountain. I used to drink at the White's Only Fountain. If I was around in that time, I would be found in a white woman's house with a white man's spouse. Rebellionaire.
That's exactly
Why you looking at me like
I don't know where you going, bro.
I ain't going nowhere.
He the pappy?
Hey, how can you not be inspired by this?
Yeah.
Going backwards.
Trying to be inspired. Loose to watch the wire on HB. What you doing, bro? Damn, bro, cut it out, bro. Don't worry about it. That's why we don't freestyle no more. I was inspired to freestyle and then effed it up, y'all.
Like I said, that song pretty inspirational.
Turn this off, man. We don't even want to rap no more. I don't want to hear no beats.
That's a good
We don't want to hear no
man.
beats unless it came from Marcus' son.
Oh, well, he can't send it to me correctly. Because it's an MP4.
Marcus Hunt did some beats.
Yeah, Ian, my 10-year-old.
We got the beat up.
We got the beat.
Let's go. Let's hear it. This a world premiere, premiere.
Beat by my homeboy Ian. I am not human being. I come from outer space. I'm not ever trying to catch a case. Man, you better stay up in your place. Over here is not safe. I might go up in your safe. Give me all of the cash. Driving might crash. Give me a beat, I might spaz. Yep, I'm gonna have to get up on your ass. That's a real pause. Man, hold up. I don't got nothing else. Shout out to Ian though, man. That's hard, man. What you
Shout
got?
out to Ian.
Yep.
Freestyle, it ain't gonna stop it. Marcus sent it from the airdropping. The damn computer. Mike tutor the kids at school, cause they ain't got no rule. They say, dang, Dr. Grover, you real cool. I say, make good grades and don't be no fool. It's hot outside, so I hopped in the pool. Man, school. You know, he's just warming back up here.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. Give us some time. Ian, give us another beat, man.
We're in freestyle.
Ian, let us get another beat, man. We might start that freestyle. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
This like World Greatest by R. Kelly, but by Ian.
Okay.
Man, look at the breakdown right there.
It's the beat.
Coming freestyling, we got the heat.
Yeah.
Louis Air Force is up on his feet.
Oh, he said the beat was finna end.
That was
a
good.
camera. Nah, that's amazing. Shout out Ian.
Yeah, he was like, Dad, he's like, I made this beat, Dad. Let me send it to you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what's
Okay,
up.
hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's
Got to
good.
invest in some studio equipment.
Right. Get them producer credits up. Hey, when he blow up, you know, make sure you remember who freestyled on stuff first, bro.
Absolutely.
Can't forget about little bro now.
Well, the Air Jordan 40 finally debuted, at least what we think is the Air Jordan 40. We've seen this happen before, and it was a completely different shoe than what people were saying.
Yep. But
They say this is the Air Jordan 40. Dana put a picture right here. It's giving Fear God vibes.
yeah, I can see that. It gives me a few different vibes, honestly. However, overall, I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it at all.
I'm not mad at it. I think it has. I don't know how it'll perform on the court, but I definitely think it got some like streetwear appeal to it. Like I think you can get it off with a fit.
With a fit, right?
Yeah, like I ain't mad at that. Jordan Brand send us some so we can.
Yeah, I'm with the Jordan 40. I would wear it, that color that I seen. But speaking,
hey, how long you think Jordan's gonna go, bro?
I don't think they ever gonna stop.
Like, so I don't think the brand will ever stop. But you think like they gonna continue going with numbers
to the 50.
45?
I was gonna say 45, maybe. Yeah,
the 45 I think should be special, really, really special.
That's the end. Maybe that's the end.
Yeah, just stop at 45. Yeah, I agree.
and then they gonna do the 45, and then they gonna retro the 23s.
Mm-hmm. I wish they do it before the 45.
Right.
I only got 5 years to wait for a 23, but if I gotta wait another 5 years, then so be it.
Yeah, but I'm not mad at that 40. I think he got a lot of potential. The colorway we seen is kind of simple, like you say, but it tends to have a ton of colorways with new models. So hopefully they can kind of keep that color palette select and keep it looking good. You know they're gonna give you a bloodline colorway, so we'll see it in the black and red.
So normally like the 39 was based off the 9, the 40. I would assume to be based off the 10, but I didn't see any resemblance.
The 39 was based off the 9. We just learning all types of stuff today.
Yeah,
I honestly can't even remember the 39.
So every since the 30 was based off the 1, and every Jordan since has been based off the number. If you pay attention, like some of the colorways are the colorways of the original shoes. So the 39 was based off the 9. The 30 was based off the 1. They had a bread.
I do remember the 39. I don't see any 9 inspiration though.
And so it's an olive. Look up the olive 9 that was worn by the dude who actually wore the 40 Trey.
Trey
it's
Young.
an olive Jordan 39. But every Jordan since the 30 has been based off whatever. Like so, the 30 was the 1, the 31 was the 2, the 33 was the whatever. You get it.
So on and so forth. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So 39 I think has inspiration from the 9, but I didn't see any 10 inspiration on the 40.
Maybe that round toe cap. The tip.
I also just pause. Man. I also think the tongue on a 40 kind of had a resemblance to the.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can see that too.
And it got
Hold on. Oh yeah, you talking about
the grooves. Yeah.
And I was gonna say if you see like how that like the black part is just around the upper around the laces, it's kind of like that too. The black is just around the upper and the laces going back to the back. I can see that.
But the only one I seen that was the tongue that I noticed first. It kind of gave me 10's tongue.
Then the laces could be a play off the checkered inside. I don't know. I'm kind of reaching like Space Jam and Raven, but like I said, I'm not mad at that at all, bro.
I definitely would wear that one, and I like the 39. Honestly, I did. Like we had a blue colorway I liked a lot.
It's interesting. I'll be interested to see what the retail is gonna be on that joint.
It looked premium.
No,
yeah,
like 210, 220.
No, not a full. You might be on the.
You don't think so?
And it got
how much was the 39?
Zoom.
I don't know what the
cushioning
retail
in the front
was. Dan, can you look that up?
The 39 was like 2 something, wasn't it?
So.
I'm gonna send you this one.
Cause I know the 35 was 199. So
I think 39 was like 210.
It reminded me of a Team Jordan from like 07 when I found it.
But to be honest, like I've always been intrigued by like the newer models, even after
they haven't been bad.
But like for 15, 16, 17, 18 for Jordan not to play in it, besides like the 18, 17, but like I've always been intrigued by like 23, the 2K9s and so on and so forth.
$200.
What is that, Gio?
I remember that
39 is
shit when I was in high
200.
school, though. A couple of my
Let me
friends
see.
had it. It was a team. I'm pretty sure it was like a Team Jordan.
Oh yeah, I remember that was like the Roy Jones era.
Let me see that jump.
You went to school with a lot of Hispanics.
Dang, yeah, we wouldn't wear those.
How do you know?
Cause you wore those.
Cause y'all wore those in 9.5.
Mom said
9.5.
Did you?
No, I actually did too. I had the high top black and red one. Crazy.
Hey,
Them
shout out
was
to my
terrible.
essay.
Hey, when Mom said, "Hey, anything $100 under," I had no choice.
No, facts. We've all been there. I was hey, once Foot Locker introduced that 2 for 80 81.
Oh my God, 289.
Yeah, man, say I was like, do I want to mix it with the Reeboks and the Puma, or do I
New
want
Balance, a Saucony.
Feelers.
Yeah.
289 was the worst thing that could ever happen to the inner city youth.
My mom was on triple. Yes, no issues.
Bro.
Like, I pick a shoe and she'd be like, "Nah, those are ugly. You gotta get some." I'm like, "Man, I'm wearing them, not you."
Bro, that's funny you said that's yeah, but I'm sure Cam had something to contribute to what I wanted to say too.
While we're waiting,
Huh?
maybe you could entertain us with some of your patented entertainment.
Absolutely. So
Or we ain't did the lyric stuff in a long time, the music.
right.
Hey, so long, but
So many pauses. So many pauses.
So if a dinosaur wanted to buy a pair of shoes, what form of payment would he use?
Bedrocks.
What?
No, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. No. Any other guesses? You said what? V-Bucks? No.
Man,
no.
come on, man.
He would use Tyrannosaurus checks.
Okay, all right. Yeah, please boo this man.
Tyrannosaurus
Boo this man.
checks,
That clip, man. What? That's crazy. Tyrannosaurus checks.
Hey, I got an easy one for you, bro.
Let's do it. Pause.
And when a ghost used the bathroom, what do you call it?
Boo boo.
Yeah.
That's actually funny.
I feel like somebody said that joke last time.
I feel like I heard that. Did you?
He did say a boo-boo joke.
It was a ghost joke. Cam said a ghost joke.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What do you call a stinky automobile? This one easy too.
It's got something to do with gas.
I don't know.
A Mustang.
Bro, all right, bro. This is getting ridiculous, bro. How many weeks is this gonna go on for? Like, when are you gonna run out of jokes?
I'm not. I'm not.
Please, though.
Hey, I told you and Raven, and I told Dan, but I got another one for y'all who don't know.
Yeah, this is you ruined my day with this.
Not for real.
I had a friend, right? His name was David. He lost his ID, so I was like, "Are you just Dave now?"
Mind y'all, hold on, no. What's worse is he called us on FaceTime.
Bro, I thought something.
Randomly, for no reason.
Well, I
thought he was
called
like,
y'all on FaceTime to let y'all know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I go.
Bro,
Sometimes you have to face your poison to poison. And since you from your mother, you a poor son.
Damn, that's deep. Pause.
Hey, Nori was so out of line for hyping
Bro,
that up.
wrong as hell, bro.
Spoken words up there.
Oh, man, nah, that's crazy. But
Cam, what was you saying before you left, bro?
Yeah, he just got
about the 2 for $89.
Well, why did the man take a dump on the elevator? I got one too.
What you got?
Why did the man take a dump on the elevator?
To drop a load.
I don't
Something to
know.
drop a load.
My number 2.
He said we're gonna take this shit to another level.
That's a good one.
Hey, Cam won, bro. Hey, that's a good one,
That's
bro.
a good one. Yeah.
So I was saying that I had told, I remember I brought up my boy, brought it up to Jay Tips when he had that Q&A at the end of the show.
That nigga name a pause now.
Oh, man. That's
sure.
crazy work
No,
right there.
Y'all can't even say regular sentences no more.
So yeah, and he was just like, man, like stuff like that just gonna register in my mind forever because that's obsolete. You know what I'm saying? And we were talking about releasing the Saucony Jazz for him to do a collab, and he was just like, man, like I'm gonna have to. I think he was talking about price point on that.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be too cheap or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be difficult to do it that cheap.
Yeah. So and he was just like, man, that stuff right there is gonna register in the back of my mind forever.
My boy dropped 2 for $89. Sauconys, that's crazy.
Hey, for real.
Giving up the
That's
game.
giving back to the community.
You are
With a 2 for $89 tag out the box.
But I don't know if that
Oh
worked
my
though,
God.
because you know, you remember James Winterdam did that Saucony that was like $40-something, and that joint did not sell.
Yeah, but that's not that don't hit the same. When you put a 2 for $89 red tag on there, that say 2 for 89, like out the man, come on, man. That's hard.
I agree. Not that it lines up with 2 for 89, but they could just switch it to a premium. And because it's J-Tip, you know what I mean? If you wanted to do it.
If it was a premium, it would be 2 for 89 though.
But
and I don't know what you're talking about, Greg, with James did.
But y'all remember that?
That black and purple shoe?
Yeah.
It was, man, let me look at that.
So how much would a Saucony J-Tips Jazz cost right now?
Do y'all remember the price of that?
Yeah. But I think that silhouette amongst people who actually wear Saucony, that's the OG silhouette for them.
Yeah.
Bro, if he dropped a 2 for 89 pack, I would buy it if it had that red 2 for 89.
He's stuck on that tag.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to give me that
Yeah,
tag.
I know y'all remember that 2 for 89 red tag.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And it come with a tall tee with a sticker in the box. Come on, man.
Damn, Ken, you giving away too many gems,
I got to, bro.
No, you don't.
Free game.
You giving away whole
free game by the free game by the King of the Social Podcast. Man, how many people will understand that pack drop?
It's just people our age.
And you know what's cold about what you're saying is, like, they might drop a 2 for 89 pack, right? Just had a tag in there, but charge $200. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they gonna hit you with that Arizona. The price is on the game, bro.
My thing, bro, was it every store participating in 2 for 89 or was it just one?
I think that
was just Foot Locker, right?
Foot Locker.
Well, Foot Locker family.
Right.
You gotta make one of them black and white, like the Foot Locker striped shirt, like the referee shirt.
Come on.
With that old school Foot Locker,
all that up.
that sideways dude, the logo, y'all remember that?
See, Foot Locker finna drop this pack and we ain't finna get no love.
You remember that fact? The logo with the dude in the side.
Hey, he even send it to you, bro.
Come on,
and he was
man.
like this.
Exactly. You gotta put that on the shoe. You got to put that on the shoe. I'm giving away. You right, Greg. My bad.
Yeah,
bro.
you are. But yeah, them 2 for 89s, man. Like Gio was saying, it's funny. Like that's the difference I remember between shopping with my mama and shopping with my daddy. My mama used to be like, "Nah, I don't like them. Them ugly. You ain't gonna get them." My daddy always had the, "I ain't wearing it" attitude. He was like, "That's what you like. That's what you like, but I ain't wearing it."
Yeah.
So I used to love to go shopping with my dad because he let me get it off. Like whatever I wanted to wear. Yeah, big pop. Whatever I wanted to wear, he was like, "It's trash to me, but if that's what you want, like that's what you want to wear." But man, them 2 for 89 days. We finna run some sales at Kicking It 2 for 89.
I don't do that.
Back to school 2 for 89 sale. You heard it here first. We doing it for the
only
culture.
for 3 hours.
You're right. For the first 30 minutes.
Remember, it's also gonna be tax free. So first 3 hours, 2 for 89.
Yeah, that's true. First 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You got
Hold on. You hear
It's
that?
not breaking news.
That was the breaking news.
That was breaking news.
Oh,
We're doing the 2 for 89 back to school.
Oh, that is your breaking news.
Flip it, man.
Yeah, we gonna have to put this. I gotta show this because the managers meeting and be like, "Nah, y'all, he said this. He said it."
Well, you know, exclusions will apply. I have to put that out there. Like, yeah. Exclusions will apply for sure.
And it might be only first 50 customers.
Right.
First 5?
And the 2
First 50
shoes.
might be too much.
And the 2 shoes pre-packed. We picked the 2 shoes.
What size?
In the size. Mystery box. 289 mystery box.
But that's even better. 2 for 89 mystery box. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's even better. Shoot.
Dang, man. I've been watching Steve Harvey lately on Hulu. That's a funny show.
Romeo. Ooh.
It's top 3.
No.
Top 3.
Damn Bullethead.
I got Wayne's brother. I got Jamie Foxx #1, Wayne's brother #2, Steve Harvey #3.
Where's Martin at?
Over Martin and Fresh Prince.
So we just not putting Martin in there then?
No, he top 5. I got Steve Harvey #3. Way funnier.
Martin won.
Nah, all right, that's your opinion.
It's everybody's opinion.
Ain't nobody say nothing but you.
I wouldn't put him #1. I wouldn't put Steve Harvey in my top 3 either.
Top 5?
So nobody
At
don't do
least-
Martin won?
No. Martin not over the Wayne's brothers and Jamie Foxx.
Man, dog.
Yes, just you.
I'm sad. You
But,
2G?
What?
Martin not. You know how many lines we done reiterated on here just
Yeah,
for
nah, he
Martin?
not #1. I don't think he #1 though.
So who #1?
Wayne's brothers or Jamie
Like
Foxx.
overall, yeah, I have Jamie
Just
Foxx.
your
probably
opinion
my-
then.
Jamie Foxx.
Really?
Jamie Foxx show was solid, bro.
Yeah.
Man, funny. From season 1 all the way
I'm
to
telling
5.
you, like that
All the way
is
to the penthouse.
1, 2, 3 for me for sure. But Martin, dog, like
Martin top 3 for
Fresh
me.
Prince not top 5.
Nah, I get with. Nah, Fresh Prince my top 5 for sure.
No, it's not even
To
funny.
me, Steve Harvey was good, bro, but a lot of that stuff you look back on now, it was really corny.
Go look at it now.
I have been.
I've been looking at it since you saw me looking at it.
I literally just finished the episode in the car.
Y'all
See,
think his
what
hair was
funny,
a hairpiece?
Yeah.
That
100%.
shit crispy as hell, yeah.
When the funk hits the fan, all the
That's
people
why I say he, I
wanna
mean, he
jam.
got little
Come
niches
on,
and
get it
stuff,
with
but
me.
so honestly,
What was the other song he had on there? Not when the funk hits the fan. Break me off for peace.
Oh, yeah, break me off. But really, like, Steve Harvey, he was kind of corny. I like Said the Entertainer, but he was pretty corny on that show. Like, I don't think it was a solid show
Levita,
like
man,
that.
come on, man.
Levita.
Principal Greer. Come on, Bullethead and Romeo.
This boss lady.
Romeo was funny, yeah.
you know how Romeo got killed? He got killed in the studio.
Come on, break us
got-
down.
he
How
got
he get
shot.
killed?
Yeah, in the studio.
Yeah.
He was rapping.
He was finna be.
Mm.
He got killed for it.
Well, I heard his verse on that gospel song they did on season 2. What was that gospel song?
Keenan, don't you say that.
Oh, when they were doing the choir.
Yeah, they doing the choir. Romeo
Yeah.
couldn't sing, so they let him rap.
Yeah.
Damn, what was that gospel song?
I don't remember. But this made me think about Romeo. Kanye said, I can't complain what my accident did to my left eye. Cause look what the accident did to left eye.
First Aaliyah, now Romeo must die. But they ain't got nothing to do with that, Romeo.
That's what we were talking about.
Bro, Aaliyah was in Romeo Must Die, the movie.
Yes, he was. no, y'all laughing.
Aaliyah was in Romeo Must Die, the movie.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
It's a double entendre.
Nope.
He was referencing Romeo Must Die as the movie to tie into Aaliyah and Romeo from Steve Harvey had got killed.
Yes,
It's a double
It
entendre
ain't
where he
had
was
nothing to do with
referencing.
Romeo from Steve Harvey.
Okay, I'm not even
right
gonna
on
argue
ahead,
with
G.
that.
How? Tell me how.
He just told you how.
I want him to tell me. I ain't talking to you.
I was just tell you what he said, okay?
What?
No, that is.
No, it's not a good one.
That's a.
What do versus
Dog,
Aaliyah
you
now
hit me
Romeo
right on the
Must Die?
head.
Bro,
Okay, I get it. Never mind. I had to say it out loud.
do you really?
I get it. I get it.
So, man, we had a Juneteenth celebration with the Boys and Girls Club of Austin. And Cornerstone Adidas, shout out to them for supplying us with some amazing opportunities. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. But
You don't
for
like
somebody
kids.
who was there, I love them. You're right, I don't like them. Love them. Somebody give us a recap. I heard it was some fierce competition out there. Raven, Cam, Cullo.
Would y'all like me to talk about it, or do y'all want to talk about it?
Man, well, I ran into
How
the.
Kenny was out there too?
Kenny was on the team we lost
Well,
on.
so okay, so wait. Before we get there, you know, we were at the Boys and Girls Club off of Ed Blue Scene. Shout out to them; they were amazing with the staff. We did the kickball; that was really fun. You know, we gave out T-shirts, bags, water bottles from Adidas, and then we went inside for the 3-on-3 tournament. You know, they got their jerseys on. It was red versus black. And, you know, it got kind of serious out there. You know, at first the kids was playing. Some of the kids was warming up. So they knew what they was doing. And then the Monstars came out there. But, you know,
Yup. Thought we was
but what happened at the
thought
end
we
of
was
that
finna
game?
kill the kids.
You know,
Oh,
Keenan was
crazy.
getting locked up by a 3-year-old. Like, she was not playing.
not.
One of the other girls,
But old girl scored 5 points on Cam.
one of the other girls, she was hitting threes like crazy. They was boxing
Step back,
out,
then she was
rebounding. Yeah,
We gonna get dance some video.
They was not. They was playing for their life for sure. Cullo was trying to get the me bounds, but they was still on their tail. You know what I'm saying? So they won like what 3 games in a row? Not y'all. Not
Yeah,
y'all.
they was the champions.
The kids. They won
Wow.
like 3 games in a row.
It was that little girl was cold.
Had all 3 of them out there sweating.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Like they was sweating like they just ran a mile and stuff. And then
Hey, not to cut you off, but it's funny because one of the pictures you posted on Instagram, I started the concert. That boy Color look gas back there. One boy like he was tired.
when I say these kids was giving up a run for their money, like, this one girl girl, she hit 2 threes in a row and just ended the game
On cam?
right then and there. On cam.
I asked Cam, did he want to switch? Bro, you want to switch?
Yeah, he
Damn,
did.
but do we need to
I
switch?
told him, I said, no, you good. Just one more play.
This came
And she
down.
busted for game.
Game enter on us.
Ain't no more time for switching.
Nick and Colo, the 2 tallest ones out there, getting me bounced the whole time, just standing
they
there.
was.
They not even
Yeah, they
jumping.
was.
They just standing there getting the ball.
Yeah, they was.
It wasn't fair, but
I
you
should have
know.
windmilled on one of them.
Man, I told you, I wasn't out here to play no games, so no mercy with these kids.
And then we ended with the water balloon fight. I wasn't playing until somebody hit me in the face with a water balloon.
Why you look at me? Water balloon champ. Aim immaculate.
Kids and women. Oh,
But
Hey, I don't show no mercy.
I wasn't even playing. You hit me in the face.
This was another kid who said, damn crazy. There was another kid, he was like,
Man.
hey, he hit me in the face. Yeah, I did. Pause.
Yeah, they definitely.
We had about 500 water balloons going crazy.
I don't know
You know.
who watered all them balloons up.
Who
The
tied them
kids
joints
did.
up?
Bro.
Dog.
But
Bro,
no,
buckets on buckets on
yeah,
buckets.
we had a lot of them. But this was our 2nd year in a row doing this. We enjoyed it. The kids enjoyed it. The staff.
A lot of
loved
fun.
it.
We had pizza.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had the pizza, all of that. So it was a great turnout for us 2nd year in a row. And we can't wait to do it next year either. So
I'm
shout
ready.
out to Boys and Girls Club and Adidas Cornerstone.
Nah, I'm glad that was a success and y'all had a good time. out there.
Amazing time.
That's what's up, man. So this topic has been kind of crazy. So if y'all haven't heard about it, urban necessities and the shoe surgeon.
Yeah.
Dan, give us a breakdown on this. I feel like you probably been reading more into it than I have. I read like the Cliff Notes version for sure.
Yeah, I watched the 10 or 12 minute video that
I tried. It was
Jaysee
too long,
Lopez. I was
yeah.
eating dinner, so I just put it on.
What were you having?
Mexican food.
What type of Mexican food?
Was it authentic?
Carnitas with some refried beans and rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was
What's
your
up?
beverage?
Iced tea.
Oh, you didn't have
Sweet?
a Jarritos?
Half sweet, half unsweet tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Homemade?
Ew.
No.
It's just water at this point.
What? That's nasty.
Anyway, so 2J's as his
Any
2J's
dessert?
kicks.
No, I'm just playing.
No, really.
Right?
No, I don't think so.
Some what's the
I don't like flan.
no
or tres
what's,
leches.
what's
Man, you're
the
not Mexican.
Whoa. I don't like
the cinnamon
Sopapillas?
sticks. No, the
Churros.
sticks.
Churros.
Churros, yeah.
Churros aren't
Oh,
even Mexican.
sopapillas are
They
good,
not?
too.
I think they're like
Oh, that's Mexican.
that's like
Yeah,
a Panda Express.
You ain't Mexican.
Ticket. So 2J's Kicks, the JC,
Yeah,
the
Jay-
founder,
yeah.
the one who was homeless, who opened up Urban Necessities and
Yeah.
blah blah. He, according to him, entered into a shady deal with the shoe surgeon, and
Well,
his.
Hold on,
partner.
before you go with that, the shoe. I always have to slow down when I say
Correct.
his name. Shoe surgeon.
Yep.
He's the one that just had a settlement with Nike too, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Nike ended up paying him.
So
No, he paid
No,
Nike.
yeah, he has
he
paid
paid
Nike.
Nike. Now God bless the shoe surgeon. His name is Dominic
Cimbano.
Cambrone or something,
yeah,
Italian. He has a business partner, and his business partner is the one who they're alleging is the one that basically was shady with 2J's and probably shady with Nike. So he's the
2J should
common
have
factor.
read the contract too.
Yeah, and
Well,
so
hold on, I'm saying get out of the details.
so
like-
he basically he said the shoe surgeon and company basically wanted to partner up, which is why when you go to his stores or went to his stores, there was a whole area for the shoe surgeon. Then eventually wanted to buy JC out because his wife was diagnosed with stage 4
Yeah.
colon cancer, I believe, stage 4 cancer.
Okay.
So he was already kind of pulling back. And so in essence, he signed a contract, the first contract, that was giving them basically ownership, but certain debts were not
Creative
under
control.
creative control. He was an employee. He was still running it, but he kind of like didn't own it anymore. And then at some point he asked to be bought out.
Yeah,
And
they
according-
refused to sign off on that.
Correct. They refused to sign it out. He asked for this money. They had applied for a loan. They wanted a loan from JC's wife because she was still on the LLC, which meant that when all the issues of not paying taxes or all the stuff, that
Right.
means JC and his wife were still
Still
liable
legal.
for it.
Yeah.
So right now he is saying he's been working with lawyers. He's been doing all this stuff. He wants to pay back all the consigners who haven't got their money or shoes back. He just wants Urban Necessities back. He's got to sell all of his houses. I think he has 3 or 4 properties.
They seized 3 or 4 of his accounts.
Yes, yeah, the IRS for back taxes.
For back taxes.
And he is, according to the release of the shoe surgeon Urban Necessity people, they are in the process of getting JC back.
Right, because they did respond.
Yeah, they had a different. They obviously they see things differently. Like JC knew everything, and JC is saying, I should have been smarter about certain things.
Right.
Basically, his lawyers tried this, or he just didn't see it that way, or whatever. So,
and they said that he was like not paying taxes and also stealing from the company.
Correct. They are alleging embezzlement, tax evasion, in essence. And JC's big point is him saying he shouldn't be responsible for the debts accrued by Urban Necessities after he was gone for them.
Which is, I think, 2 years now.
Right. But I think Urban Necessities is saying, well, that wasn't on the contract.
All right.
So chances are he's going to come out with pretty much losing a lot in this.
I think he said he would only pay those people back and all that stuff, so he got control back.
Yes.
And they said they was working on giving him back ownership.
Yeah, and he says, well, with that, he'll be able to pay the co-signers in full if the deal is agreed, and he can sell all of his, if he can liquidate his assets, he will be able to pay the IRS and pay all of the co-signers, and everything will be a wash.
I think that's a bad decision for him to get it back because the name is tarnished already. Like,
sure.
I don't think people coming back to Urban Necessities, even no matter how much you put the story out that he wasn't involved. I think that it's just got a bad name on it.
But let me ask you, I know y'all been to the store in
Right.
Caesar's Palace at the Forum, which has to be astronomical rent. I've never bought shoes there because they're insanely overpriced.
Super overpriced.
But do you think the kids who are going to Impossible Kicks or the other places, wouldn't they still go to Urban? Because they don't know better, right? They probably don't know any of this stuff that's going on. They just want to go to see some cool dunks or something, right?
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, I think so. But I think where they will hurt, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know the exact percentage, but let's just say like 90%, 95%, a crazy percentage of the shoes that's in Urban Necessities are on consignment.
Right.
So if the consigners don't trust you with their shoes, you have no inventory. So I think that's where the issue would come about.
On social media, it's been on there all week. Like, go get your shoes. If you're a consigner, go get it right now. Get a flight, go get your shoes. And if that's happening too, like who gonna bring their shoes back to you for you to consign them?
That's a good point.
Because they had 2 stores, the one in Caesars and where's the other
one
one?
you were saying took over Prada.
Yeah, it took over a whole
It was
Gucci
the
store. It was a
the
Gucci store, yeah.
And Aria.
Yeah,
Aria.
yeah.
Yeah. And I went to that one last year, and it's fine. It's more like an art kind of place.
Yeah.
Less about the shoes they're selling and more about the big pieces that they have there.
Yeah, it's a lot of high end stuff over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, like I said, that's where the people that's buying the shoes, I don't think anybody that's into the sneaker culture shops at Urban Necessities. Like, you would go to look at it, like you say, it's cool, it looks nice aesthetically, it's an amazing store, but to actually make purchases, it's not happening. Like, because if you're into the culture, you know, like around what shoes go for, and it is a premium. Yeah,
And he had the Forum store, which we're talking about, the one at the Aria. He had that partial store in New York with
yeah, one in Dubai,
and then one in Dubai.
That
Yeah.
one wasn't his. That one was just the name because it was like a franchise.
Oh, the Dubai
In
one.
Dubai?
Yeah.
But the
Well,
one in
they leased out the name.
Yeah.
and the one in New York is like a part Abercrombie or Express or
it's
one of
something
those.
else in there,
Abercrombie.
Yeah, it's like one of those retail stores like that, and like the back half of it was.
Oh, I do remember because they had a
remember
collab
that.
they put in the stores. Yeah. So, like I said, I think the issue would be the inventory. Like, they don't have inventory, and if they have to buy the inventory, that changed their whole business model.
Correct.
So I don't.
I mean, well, he used to make all these videos of I spent $10,000 at sneaker.
$1 million, I think I seen one time.
Yeah. So I mean, he'd have to go back to doing that.
With what money?
I was about to say he's going to pay all his debt.
Like,
What's
where's
he
the
gonna do?
money?
Oh,
Especially with a sick wife. Like
that's the other thing, and he had mentioned. I mean, he was literally homeless. Like that, his story is I was a homeless guy. He was selling shoes, and then he opened up a store in some like strip mall in Vegas, and then was able to move the fashion show, and then move to Caesars. So maybe he's thinking I could do it again, but he didn't have a wife with a terminal disease,
or a trash name.
That's you're right. I mean.
And then it's a different market. Like, I can't like, resale is a tough game right now, man. So I'm not saying you can't pull yourself up by the bootstraps again, but it definitely is going to be a hell of a uphill
Because everybody
battle.
so many people are doing it now.
Yeah.
Back when he started, he was.
But it's gonna have to get back to where you have like more unique pieces and not just what retail stores have for resale price. Now you're gonna have to really have exclusive stuff that people
He's
are
always had that
hunting
though.
for and stuff like that.
Yeah, but how can he get it again?
Yeah, you gotta. I don't think he's always had that. Remember that glass section in the middle that's like dedicated to like the rarest of the rares. Like I don't think it's nothing he can do like at all. Honestly.
So it hit the resale shop.
Yeah.
I think opening that big store was like too much.
Because it's a barbershop.
I think the second one was too much. The first one was fine. The one that we went to, before the one that they took over like a Gucci store. I think the first one was fine.
Because that means he had it on opposite ends of the strip. He's got Caesars and then the Aria.
Yeah.
It's like holy cow.
Oh, so he has two on one strip.
Yeah.
The Caesars one has like what, an ice cream shop in it?
Mm-hmm.
A barbershop. This shoe
I think it was like dog treats or something.
Yeah,
too.
but when we went, I've went a few times.
The upstairs never was
upstairs
open.
was never open.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
so
supposed
it was
to be
all-
up there?
I don't
a
even
barber
know.
shop, a tattoo shop, or
Right.
something. Like I don't know. So it was just like, but the ice cream place, it was just like super small, probably about as big as that Bring 'Em Back section. It wasn't. It wasn't
Coming soon.
crazy. I mean, the store is crazy, but I can imagine he was paying a lot for rent. He was probably paying
Man, Caesars, yeah, for sure.
crazy amounts, but I mean, he was probably getting it. It's a tourist attraction, so like the people that's going there, they dropping the money on the shoes.
It was always packed every time we went.
Yeah.
They're guessing anywhere between 200 and 400 square foot, $400 per square foot.
Oof.
Yeah.
And that place is monstrously large.
$200 to $400 a square foot.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is going to be maintaining that with the game having changed and the margins being so small now. Because the amount of inventory he's going to have to roll through with his name being damaged on a monthly basis. And also assuming, because of the situation with the co-signers, he's going to have to go back to literally buying out collections or buying out other stores. Like, I'm sure he can find somebody
Back to square
to fund
one.
it for a while, but the amount of funding necessary to fill out that store on top of the rent at that store is probably going to make it impossible to maintain that.
Yeah, that's
And
a lot
who's to
of
say they
money.
not behind on rent? Either.
And they have
Like,
to
you might,
do
Right.
the way everything else is.
Yeah, if you
like
behind on taxes, you behind on rent.
Yeah.
Right.
Taxes gonna be the last thing you don't pay for sure. You'll pay them taxes before you pay rent. I don't know, man. I got 365 pairs of forces if you want to buy them though.
Speaking of, hey y'all, breaking
Time to
news,
never get them
man.
back.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
We gotta clip this.
Chill, right? Stop.
Greg said he doing year 2.
Whoa! What?
Greg did not say
Second
that.
year, 365. When your birthday? His birthday coming up in like
When I
a week
was
or so. He gonna do his grand finale and it's gonna start all the way over year 2. Whole
Wow!
Yeah.
We there were rumors. We had heard whisperings.
Yeah.
Hey,
We gonna
look.
clip this. We gonna post that. Shout out to you, Dr. Girl.
Let
That's
me go.
amazing.
Although something with some actual traction, from what I've heard, there are rumors of a 55 v1.
That, my friend, is gonna happen. 55 v1. Ravens 55 v1. Hey, cause I tell you what, I'll start year 2 when R. Kelly get released.
Oh,
So never. So never.
Yeah, if my boy get released, year 2 starts the next day. Yeah, wow.
First shoot.
Huh?
What's the first shoot? Slides or?
Another? Nah, it's
Another-
another.
I
Another.
told
Oh, you
you,
talking about after I
right
finish?
there.
365.
Air
Another pair of
Force
forces.
product.
You might want to keep it on until you run out.
Nah,
It gotta be Chicago
It's gonna
thing.
go back.
you're right. Yeah, nah, for real.
Oh yeah, you
Gotta participate in Air Force Friday.
Right there.
But yeah.
Prayers for that guy. Hopefully everything get resolved and he can still make a living. And
2J, I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah. Hopefully
about
that
the-
works out.
720, 730 of Air Force One.
Shit.
Raven, what you got for us?
So up first, we have the Air Tech Challenge 2 in the Stone Blue colorway dropping this Friday, which is, what's Friday's date? The 27th at 11 a.m. via first come, first serve in Austin and San Antonio locations. So make sure y'all grab that. There you go, Cam. I know you, that's Cam for you right there. This is a little ways out, but just quick sneak peek. We do have the Pure Money 3s dropping next Thursday, which is the 3rd. As of now, dates may change, so make sure you stay tuned. First come, first serve in men's and grade school sizes in our Austin and San Antonio boutiques. So Pure Money 3s. Those are coming up as well. There you go. And those are releases coming up. Also, Air Force Friday. Also, year 2 of Air Force Friday. Also, Retros with KJ coming up. And then, you gotta like, comment, subscribe to Kicking It Social Hour podcast. Y'all can watch Dan's stuff too. Dan he got some cool stuff, I guess.
So now it is time for Bring 'em Back.
You gotta bring 'em back.
Or AKA Cue the Return. If you was to write that
tell us what
down
Bring 'em Back is.
or put it on if you was to write it down and put it on a computer, it'll be capital BRING apostrophe EMBACK with 3 exclamation marks. Bring 'em back. Bring 'em back is a segment where we talk about shoes that we want to see brought back or retro because they haven't been brought back in quite some time. So we want them brought back so we could buy them for a reasonable price and actually wear them. This week, I'm not gonna lie, totally unprepared. Don't have a Bring 'em back.
I do.
What you got?
All right. Originally released in the year of 2001, August to be exact. It was a back to school shoe.
Not to cut you off.
You cut me
Dan,
off, though.
I did. But Dan probably be the only one to remember. You remember it was a late night show. I want to say it was like Conan O'Brien, and it used to be like in the year
Conan O'Brien.
2000.
Every time someone says it, I do think about that as well.
Yeah, Kenny said it. Whatever.
Really go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gay.
Hey, if you were close, I would have knocked that box out.
He did your mic that time?
Yeah.
Face box, baby. 2001, August, back to school. 2 colorways ever, only ever. Whatever. 2 colorways ever. A black and silver pair and a white and red pair. Never, ever been retro since the year August 2001. So I'll be careful with this one because it's already falling apart. If you open it up, you see that 16. You see that? I can't see that. It don't matter. Google it.
Google it. This guy.
Air Jordan 16 Low. Released August 2001, as y'all can see. Popular lace swap back in the days. It's still in there. Joints is dust. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Need a whole swap.
Couldn't do nothing with that.
I don't even think you can swap them because you can't swap these actually because
Yep.
the only pair you might be able to swap is the OG black and red 16. They kind of still own themselves, so I don't even think you can swap these. But released in 2001, designed by Wilson. What's with my man Wilson? Wilson Smith.
Smith, yeah.
Wilson Smith designed the 16 highs, the 16 lows, and the 17s. But before we even get to that point in life, he designed the up tempos, which is a favorite amongst a lot of people. So this 16 low was made to be the lifestyle version of the Hot Top 16. It did not come with a patent toe or a shroud, but instead it had a collar that was magnetic that you can make it to a mid, which really nobody did, honestly, back in the day. We kept them joints low. But yeah, man, never ever has been retro. It was sampled in 2012, I want to say, 2015. One of those, it was sampled. It was a gray one. It was this white and red one. And I think maybe one more colorway, but it did not ever come to be. And so bring them back, man. I don't know if y'all would buy these. I can almost say probably not, but bring back the Air Jordan 16 low, man. It's never ever been retro. It was sampled once in a few colorways, but never retro. And this is my bring them back. Cam, man, what you got? You got to bring them back?
Oh, nice.
Y'all gotta bring them back. Also, to piggyback off my boy Keno, dropped out in 2001. And if you didn't cop it in 2001, you had to wait 15 years to 2016 to cop this boy.
And it's still, that's 9 years ago, so it's time.
Yeah, so
again.
time for a white and red low, 11 low. It dropped around the same time as the Fitures, right?
All of them dropped on one day.
Right. The Fitures, the Carolina, the Zen,
white and metallic silver.
Yeah. So like, this one's definitely
White and
time
baby
for
blue.
Oh yeah, white.
Greg got a story about it, but.
Oh yeah. Talk to me. Before I keep going.
No, it was just one of the old school stores. You know, had to call every foot anything that started with foot in the phone
In the yellow
book.
pages.
Yeah, asking them to hold the shoe, and they said they wouldn't hold it. And then once they finally said they'll hold it, you got to convince your mama to buy it. But yeah, that's how I got the baby blue.
Well, this one right here is kind of special for me because this was my high school colors in 2001 when we played basketball, and my high school color was Carolina and red. And we were,
man, for real.
Yeah, so like we had boys hooping in 1-and-1 back then. You know what I'm saying? So like if you was fortunate, and it was probably only 2 people. But like for real, like I do remember my partner passing out the other one though. So it's like he was on like JV and he gave his homeboy the left shoes of the group. So like he hooped in 1-and-1 and he let his homeboy hoop in 1-and-1, which was cool to me. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. So this hadn't been retroed, and this was like the first Cherry Low. This is what we call Cherry 11.
Yeah. 01, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see this one be retroed. It'd be cool to retro this one in the Carolina one. Hopefully not on the same day.
I wouldn't mind.
How much is the low gonna cost today?
So you know what? These at the time in 01 was 135. This 16 low was 135, and I think that wasn't too far away
like
from
115, I think, right?
Yeah. So, man, yeah, 190, 200 for a low these days.
2001 is crazy. 16, 2001. This came 2000, and that was a new one. This is a retro. This is one of the first lows.
And that came out after the 16
Yes.
low. So,
Yep.
I'm surprised we have never seen a hot top white and Carolina blue.
Yeah.
We got the hot top white and red,
that.
but we have never got the white and Carolina blue hot top. So I do hope to see that one day.
I would rock that.
Yeah,
Even though I've had many of the Carolina blue lows, I had at least 3 pair. I love them joints.
Yeah, so that's my bring 'em back, y'all. What you got, Mark?
Well, first of all, let me say, Dan, appreciate you, bro, for my t-shirt. I wasn't here, know what I'm talking about, but I am greatly appreciative. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? I heard somebody mention this, I think it was last week.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Somebody, this was they bringing back. I'm not gonna bring that one out because that one tore. But man, y'all know I love 14, so Air Jordan 14 05 release. The Pacific Blue.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Is that wearable?
Nah. This one is. This one ain't.
That one is until that one ain't.
Right. But nah, man, I actually wore these a year ago, and that's when the damage was done.
Right.
But man, I love these. I've actually had a number of pair of these too.
Sorry for your loss.
I've had at least 2 pairs of these, this colorway.
I was really upset that they gave us that one and not that OG baby blue.
I know you stuck on that one,
That has
man.
I
never
was
been
too.
retro since 1999.
That man stuck on that white Carolina love.
I need that. But I need one of these too, because I actually like this colorway. I love the henna orange on it. The light touch
ceramic.
of blue.
I hate to cut you off, I'm sorry, but that's ceramic one.
Ceramic, yep. Pacific and ceramics. Pacific blue, ceramic orange.
Appreciate you. You just taught me something.
Cause remember, you had the Pacific Blues.
It came out around the same time as the 7s.
And the Dub Zeros.
Yeah, and the Dub Zeros,
ones.
yep. Ceramic Dub Zeros.
Tumble leather good, and man, I love this perforated sock liner. Good joint and no smell.
Oh, let me see. Man, that man ain't lying. That vent is cold, fam. Oh, you know what? I had Weldon hit me up. What my boy name?
Weldon.
Weldon, he hit me up and said, "Man, Cam, you lying about them 14. Come on, mine was funky." I said, "That was your feet." Yeah. So, cause I ain't ran into a 14 this thing. So that's true. Ceramic orange and Pacific blue. Hey, was the white in Carolinas like that? Or was there like that flat base?
No, it was just like this.
Just like that.
It was just like
Carolina.
this.
The
It's
salesman
just
sample had
Carolina.
a flat base, but it was just a sample, like a sample.
I prefer highs with those.
Man, I can't pick
Lows.
I prefer lows.
You know what's cold about this episode of Bring Back? We all brought lows. I didn't even realize that.
I like low Jordans, period.
Yeah,
Over
me
all
too.
the highs. 7/8.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of lows,
7/8.
including 8s.
Yeah. So that wraps up this Bring 'em Back. That also
Here
wraps
go
up this
again.
week's podcast. Episode 95 in the books. Y'all follow us on all social media platforms via IG, Facebook, Threads, X, TikTok, and Pinterest. And make sure to check out the podcast on all the above as well as YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to both of our pages. The Kicking It ATX. The Kicking It ATX page as well as the Kicking It Social Hour page as well as the Shop Kicking It YouTube page. Follow us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify Podcasts. As always, be on the right side of positivity. Call somebody, ask them how they doing. Don't ask for nothing else besides how they doing, man. And y'all stay great. Spread some love, spread some light, and we will see y'all next week. Whoa.
You let me spit on my phone.
I got a general sneakerhead question. Has anybody ever did the tape on the inside of the sole?
I do.
Nah, bro, I ain't doing that. When you take the tape off, it take the jumpman out the insole anyway.
No, you talking about right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Do you, G?
I do that, especially with stuff I know I want to keep.
All right, cool. And tap out of here.
Here we go.
Sometimes you tap in, you can tap out
Praise
too.
the Lord.
Tap in.